Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Antigua Parish League Network as we're here at the St. Anthony's School Ground, and you're watching the under 20 female, and there's a goal. I just had my head down looking at the paper and I heard the celebration. So it looks like the Antigua Girls High School, they have put one in the back of the net. And so the score is now 1-0. So apologies for our late start in terms of our broadcast. But due to some technical difficulties, but we're here now. And so the celebration, short-lived for the Antigua Girls High School, as they now have to go on the defense. As St. Anthony's School, they now will try to recover from that goal there. And a chance for High School again, but this one just went a bit wide of the goal post, and so goal kick to the St. Anthony's School team. So St. Anthony's School, they're in the pink and black, pink top and black bottom, and we have the Antigua Girls High School. They're in their customary blue and black attire. So it's inter-school female football and very exciting tournament thus far. All teams trying their best to. And here we see good play. And still having some control, but a very tight defense by the Antigua Girls High School. I'm going to try and give you the lineup shortly. Here's a chance, and the goalkeeper for the Antigua Girls High School coming out and collecting that cleanly. So once again, we want to welcome you to the Antigua Parish League Network. If you're watching us live on our Facebook page or on our YouTube channel, we're happy to have you. Are we on CTV today? No, unfortunately. We're on Zoom, on our Zoom platform. And so, wow, there's an avalanche of people coming into the ground here. Wow, where have they appeared from? Looks like... Oh, so apparently there was a house competition here. So all these are from the St. Anthony's. Wow, so St. Anthony's have a multitude of support here. They're just coming in like the Barmy Army, like the Red Ants Army coming in here and really overtaking the ground now. And so that's going to be a throw-in for the Antigua Girls High School. Let me see if I can just run down the lineup for you. Battle for control of the ball, and that one is a long kick. Last week we were at the Radio Range ground and we saw the defending champion Others Comprehensive putting a mauling on the Jennings Secondary School. Final score was 4-0, and so this is another exciting game here as we have St. Anthony's School coming up against the Antigua Girls High School. So this is a kick-in. A long shot and goal, but not really troubling the goalkeeper as she was able to corral that in quite easily. But for the Antigua Girls High School, I cannot give you the lineup. I have the team here. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah. I have the entire team here, but I'm not certain who is playing and who is not playing. But for the St. Anthony's School, for sure, we have Gabrielle Mansour, Emmeline Hurani, Katian Armstrong, Janae Alexander, Sydney Hesse, Zoe James, Michaela Kayla Spencer, Karita Cordis, Kinaya Lewis, Amanda Crump, and Alicia Jardin. Those are the starting 11 for the St. Anthony's School here in this encounter. So it's inter-school female competition on the 20, and St. Anthony's trying to make an attack, but a little bit of not able to control the ball much. Ball is bouncing around, and so presenting a little challenge for the players to control. But there's a long kick going out, and here comes a little attack for St. Anthony's, and the referee has signaled is that offside. So offside signal there. St. Anthony's there was getting a bit excited, thought they had an opportunity to attack on goal, but the Lions referee signaled offside there. So a goal kick for St. Anthony's, and just going down. And so far, I think the Antigua Girls High School, they have a little edge in terms of controlling the ball. You could see that the girls from St. Anthony, they're trying, but the control aspect of the ball is not very evident. Well, one thing the grammar school team is doing is they are making sure, sorry, not grammar school, but the Antigua Girls High School, once it gets into their defense, they're kicking it out one time. They ain't passing it around in their defense. And there's some cheering coming from the side there for the St. Anthony's School. They're trying to push their team on. They're down 1-0, and so they would need to put one in the back of the net to have an equalizer and to also keep themselves energized and motivated in this game. So there's a throw-in, and another throw-in again for the Antigua girls, and this time the referee has changed possession, so possession now goes over to the St. Anthony's School. A weak throw, and not well executed there, throwing it in, and then that player just booting it out of play, so it reverts back to a throw-in for the Antigua Girls High School. Not seeing the control as much as these players would like to see. Not much control, and just for oops. There's the big boots by the big defender there, number 21. Let me see if I can find her name. That looks like Katian Armstrong. That's a very big girl there in the center there. And St. Anthony's trying to put a little pressure, but so far the Antigua Girls High School, they're able to withstand that. And nice little pass there in the middle, but not really able to control it. Back to St. Anthony's and a chip, but going wide of the goal and corralled by the goalkeeper for the Antigua Girls High School. A very diminutive figure, and so anything that goes a little bit high may give her some trouble. And again, the defense for St. Anthony's, they are just booting it down, trying to give their attackers a chance, and that one goes out of touch, and that's going to be a throw-in for the St. Anthony's School. What I'll attempt to do, I'll just probably attempt to give you the lineup, well, the team list for the Antigua Girls High School. I don't have the actual lineup, but they have Dania Winspear, Gianna Winspear, Thedia Brown, Naisha Chambers, Casey and Edwards, Rihanna Spencer, Kashina Weeks, Amaya Richards, Rhea Richards, Kamaya Jacobs, Renika Francis, Kiona Hughes, Nevia Maxwell, Blessings, Greece, Zaira Thomas, Michaela. Here's a chance for the Antigua Girls High School, but this one is booted to the right there, and so chance go begging. I would say it was a good opportunity there for the number 17 of the Antigua Girls High School. That looks like Diana Winspear, and so she was unable to push that into the back of the net or even give the goalkeeper any challenge there. So here's a goal kick for the St. Anthony's School, and again, not much control, and so that goes, and so that goes out of touch. So that would be a corner or goal kick. There's so many people behind of the goal post. I'm not able to pick up what's happening at the moment. St. Anthony's School, they do have full support. Everyone is out here in their different, apparently they had inter-department sports day today, and so they're all out here in their green or yellow. You can see some in some maroon, gray, green. So St. Anthony's trying to make a run and across, and immediately the medic is being called, but everybody is getting up, and so it doesn't look as bad as it seemed initially. It was a little tangle there where we had 3 young ladies tumbling down to the ground, but they all got up pretty swiftly, and it's back to play for a free kick for the St. Anthony's School. And this one is chipped just down into the center, bounced and controlled by the Antigua. Oh my, that is dangerous. That was a kick, and a yellow card, it looks like, was issued. That might be a bit harsh. I think it wasn't really trying to damage the player. She was kicking at the ball, and she missed the ball completely and connected with the opposing player. But thank God the opposing player, there's no injury. It was a bit dangerous, but I guess the referee has to do what he has to do. But it didn't seem like if it was really. Well, it wasn't intentional, I know that for sure. It was, and here's a free kick into the goal part, and it bounces off for the keeper, and a chance here. It's in bubble, a chance for the goal, and they cannot, and a missed opportunity there. And a chance here again, and that is kicked wide. So a few chances there for the St. Anthony's School, but not able to capitalize. The ball just ricocheting out of the keeper's gloves, and there was an opportunity, but they weren't able to control it, and so St. Anthony's missing a good opportunity there to equalize. So it's going to be a goal kick for the Antigua Girls High School, so they'll be happy to get that little relief from that pressure point there a while ago. So St. Anthony's, obviously they're buoyed by their support base here. They're right at home, accustomed to their feel, everything around here, so they would feel very much at home. And here's St. Anthony's again trying to make a push. Is there an opportunity? And that one goes just wide of the the ball there, and it's a goal kick. So St. Anthony's definitely in the last 5 minutes or so, they've been putting some pressure on the Antigua Girls High School. And so here comes, and that one, I call her the Rock, the big defender, number 21. She is solid as a rock there. That is Armstrong. I don't want to mispronounce her first name, so let me just say Armstrong. That's a throw in. But it's really good to see, the young lady is making an attempt at the game. You could see some of them are showing some level of skill set, and so with further development, definitely we should be able to pull a couple of them out of the bag and hopefully move on to a national setup and hopefully help to lift female football in Antigua and Barbuda. And so looks like an infringement there, so it's a free kick. The referee there, I don't have his name, but he always has a smile on his face, which is really, really good. And I think he really tries to take control of the game. He's getting involved, really just trying to keep it under control and make sure, that the players. So here's I keep saying Grammar School, Girl High School with a chance here on the net, and it's a shot on goal, and it goes through, and it's another goal. So that is poor keeping there by the number one there. Let me see if I can find her name. Poor keeping by the St. Anthony's goalkeeper there. That one went straight through her leg. Should have stopped that with ease, but it just evaded her, and so she's feeling real dejected. You could see her bowing her head, and really you hearing comments at the back that can't be a real goalkeeper, but she's the one there charged with being the custodian of the goal there. And you could see there's some technical skill that you could see some of them are in training, but it's just the execution of the particular skill set. And so it's a throw-in for the St. Anthony School. So that's out of touch, so it's a throw-in. It looks like for throw-in for the St. Anthony's School. So St. Anthony's have had the opportunity but haven't been able to capitalize. However, the Antigua Girls High School, they have been having some fortune and they have been accepting it, having scored two goals to nil. So ladies and gentlemen, remember you're live here on the Antigua Parish League Network, on our Facebook page, Instagram, YouTube, and also coming live on our Zoom platform. And so we want to recognize our platinum sponsor, ACB Caribbean, simply smarter banking for all of your banking and financial needs. It has to be ACB Caribbean, right across Antigua and Barbuda and around the Eastern Caribbean. So here comes trying to control that ball, but not being able to control it. And so we can see just by watching this, one of the biggest challenge for both teams, and I think I would say more for the St. Anthony School. They are not really able to control the ball, and so it's normally just bouncing, evading them, and so an infringement there called by the referee. Referee keeping a very close eye on play, trying to make sure it stays in a good spirit, not getting too physical, and so staying right on top of the play, getting close So it's going to be a free kick, and the number 19 trying to boot it down, and she goes down the flank, but there's no one really there to offer some support. But hey, here comes one of the St. Anthony's players really hustling down the line, and number 19 definitely showing some skill set, and here's a cross but going wide of the mark, and the keeper there for the Antigua High School coming out there, no real challenge there, but just coming around and collecting it and then just trying to kick it out. That's a good pass through here, but just running a bit too long for the Antigua Grammar School player. She falls down at the end. I think it's more being winded than anything, running after that ball and the ball just evading her, and so there's a weak throw in, and but St. Anthony playing a bit in their half. It is very dangerous, and a good defense by the Antigua Girls High School, not giving up. They're always attacking, and so playing some tight defense. And I must agree with some of the comments I'm hearing from the spectators. You could see that some of the players, they do have some technical training, and you could see that level of technicality coming out from time to time, just not being able to execute at full level. And so Sydney's the number 19. Sydney Hesse, yeah, so Sydney Hesse definitely so far. Oh, and there's a little rough tackle, and beyond goes the Antigua Girls High School, and she gets up with some frustration. Not too certain what transpired there, but she is extremely frustrated, and she is okay. So she, well, getting up, showing, hey, I'm not going to stay down. You push me down, but I'm not staying down. I'm coming up. I'm not down. I'm not out. I may be down. And the referee saying infringement should be a throw-in. So it's a throw-in now going to the St. Anthony's School. And that has been the downfall of the St. Anthony's School. They have not been able to control the ball much. Beside the number 19, who has shown some skill set, but she will definitely need some help in that midfield there. And so it's a throw-in for the Antigua Girls High School. And again, you're seeing just some challenges with controlling the ball. The wind is picking up a bit, so it might offer even more challenge to the players. And that one goes wide, and so that looks like halftime. So the referee has signaled halftime. So at the end of the first half, it's the Antigua Girls High School 2 and the St. Anthony's Secondary School. They haven't touched the back of the net yet, and so you could see the despondency in the St. Anthony's School girls as they walk off there. However, the Antigua Girls High School, they're feeling good, seeing some hugs being shared. But from my experience last week, the Antigua Girls High School would not want to rest on their laurel, because we know what we saw last week with Jennings Secondary playing the better of the first half, and then they were completely outplayed, completely outwitted in the second half, going down 4-0. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we're back, and we're getting ready to commence the second half into this inter-school battle on the 20 female inter-school football, and we're here at the St. Anthony's School ground, and you're watching the Antigua Girls High School. They're coming up against the home team, St. Anthony's School, right here. And in the first half, the Antigua Girls High School, they scored 2 goals. St. Anthony's, they were unable to touch the back of the net. In my little evaluation, my non-football evaluation, I would say St. Anthony's had the opportunity, but I think they really suffered from the lack of being able to control that ball, and so they weren't able to capitalize. Whereas the Antigua Girls High School, they were fortunate. 1 goal slipped through the keeper's leg, and so they were fortunate with that 1 goal. Didn't really get to see the first goal, but so far, as I said, the scoreline reads 2-0. So the Antigua Girls High School, they're in their blue, customary blue and black, and the St. Anthony's School, they're in the pink and the black. So St. Anthony's, they're going now to the west, while Antigua Girls High School, they are kicking up to in the east. No. Whatever. So the Antigua Girls High School trying, and that Girls High School with an upshot cross, and here's a chance for a goal, and it is a total mess by the number 21. It looks like she had an open shot and goal, and she completely muffed it. So another opportunity goes a begging in this game. So the score is 2-0 in favor of the Antigua Girls High School. So far in the second half, most of the action has taken place in the St. Anthony's half, as the Antigua Girls High School, they had an open shot and goal just a couple of minutes ago, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. So here comes the Antigua Girls High School again, making inroads into the half of the St. Anthony's School, but not able to have any control, and so they're a little tussle and fight for the ball there. St. Anthony's trying to ease out of their half, but the Antigua Grammar School just keep coming on them, not giving up. But St. Anthony's, at least they're getting it out of their half now, pushing it across into the Grammar School, into the Girls High School half, and now St. Anthony's now with a counter-attacking chance. Can they capitalize? Shot and goal, and no, and an infringement there. So a free kick, it looks like. Yeah, looked like it just happened outside of the 18-yard box. So it's going to be a free hit. So let's see what happens here as AGS puts up their wall, as we would call it. And who's going to take that? Is that the number 19? Yeah, looks like she should have a heavy boot. So the referee is pulling the wall back a bit. So you gotta stand, and he is giving out some instructions there. I guess it's more for the safety of the players. And so yeah, I think they gotta cover their chest or their face. So here comes the free kick, and it's a goal. So a beautiful shot there by the St. Anthony's number 19, and she is just see if I can find her name here. Sydney. And we have seen so far Sydney has demonstrated some level of competence in the game, and this time she just curled that to the right and it just sort of evaded the keeper, and so St. Anthony's, they've pulled one back in the bargain, so the scoreline now reads 2 to the Antigua Girls High School, 1 to St. Anthony's School. So let's see, and you see how amazing football is. As the game started, the second half started, it was Antigua Grammar School coming hard, and then on the counter attack, St. Anthony was able to pull one back, getting a free kick, and Sydney Hesse made no mistake in putting that into the back of the net. So a throw in to Antigua Girls High School. So Antigua Girls High School still on the attack. A very weak throw in, and another throw in to the Antigua Grammar School, and so a hat trick of throw in for the Antigua Girls High School. They haven't really done much with it thus far anyway, but the jumbling up of players there, and another throw in for the Antigua Girls High School. And again, not really finding much direction with the throw in, and another throw in again. So an almost identical position, almost in the identical position, so nothing much really happening here. The throw-ins are very weak, not very precise, no control, and then good little dribble there, but again, not really controlling it, and trying to get it out at that corner there, and down. Is this a chance? No, eluding the attacker there for St. Anthony's. Trying to be a bit nifty there, but good defense by the Antigua Girls High School. Right now both teams just kicking it around, everybody trying to get a control. And here's a chance for St. Anthony's, and it's a kick on goal, and it's well corralled by the Antigua Girls High School keeper. I won't say she corralled it convincingly, but I would say effectively. The number seem a bit confused as to what her direction is. Here's an opportunity for John. They're saying go Zoe, and Zoe going again, and Zoe kicks it, and it's just over the crossbar. That was a good effort there. I assume it's Zoe. I heard everybody saying Zoe. I want to see the number, but there's a player for the Antigua Girls High School who is injured. Probably getting a little lash in her face. Not certain if it was from the ball or from the ball. Okay. So game is getting very excited as St. Anthony's School has the full support bar here, and they're willing their team on. And they also, and this is a long kick, but not going. Here comes the keeper for the Antigua Girls High School and putting that one in. So I would say in terms of support, definitely St. Anthony's has the support here. It's home field advantage. The spectators, the schoolmates, they're overpowering the Antigua Grammar School, and handball signal by the referee there. So Antigua Girls High School trying to weather the storm, not only of the girls on the field, but the whole surrounding here at the St. Anthony's school ground. They're in full support of the St. Anthony's school here. And this one is kicked to the right flank going down. And so could see a little more energy in the St. Anthony's play, but we can see for sure that the Antigua Girls High School, they're not really backing down though. They're still fighting, still tussling for control of the ball. Remember, the score is 2-1 in favor of the Antigua Girls High School, and so St. Anthony's, they would need to equalize. But here comes good clearing there by the Antigua Girls High School defense. Yeah, the number 8, and that was a big boot. Battle there, and that ball goes, the ball is still in play, and it's a cross, a chance for the Antigua Grammar School, but again not getting any control of the ball. St. Anthony's trying to come on the counter. High School, the Antigua Girls High School. St. Anthony's trying to come on a counter attack here, and they're trying to get it into the middle, but stopped there by the Antigua Girls High School, and another ball hitting one of the players in their face, but she seems to be doing okay. St. Anthony still in control, trying to do a little attack. Here's a chance, but no control again. And it's one thing the coaches will work on, is controlling that ball. I know it's not easy, but if they're gonna have to control it. St. Anthony's again trying to muster an attack. It's a bit jumbled in the center there. St. Anthony's support cast out there. They're trying to will their team on, trying to will them to put one in the back of the net. Here's a cross, but not very effective. St. Anthony's still trying to put control. I must say number 18, she's trying, and this looks like it's going to be a throw-in for, is a sub, so there's going to be substitution being made. Number 17 is going off for the number 3. So one diminutive figure and a very diminutive player there coming in for the St. Anthony's School. Number 3, let me see if I see who this is. This looks like number 3. Jadine Carter. Hope I'm pronouncing your name correct, Miss Carter. So what is going to be now? It's a throw-in for St. Anthony's. I don't think they're fully aware. They're still playing quite a bit of defense, not much people going up. So there's a little hold up in play. There's a boot down, and just wide of the goal, and so no damage done. So definitely St. Anthony's, they're trying to get that goal to equalize. Antigua Girls High School, they're trying their best to prevent them and to even see if they could put another one in the back of the net So it's coming very, very exciting at this moment. Both teams are really pushing hard. You could sense a little fatigue in some of the players, but they know that this is very important. As this last couple of minutes, you could hear the spectators for the St. Anthony's School trying to will their team on. They recognize it's coming down to crunch time. The referee signaling handball. The player not too enthused by that call. There's an opportunity, but it's going a bit wide and easily corralled by the goalkeeper. So the scoreline, we're in the second half, it's 2-1. Antigua Girls High School now trying to see if they could put a little counter attack here. It's an opportunity here. It's cross, and that should have been a hand. The referee. I'm not going to say much on that. The substitute player trying to get going, number 3, but being overpowered there by the bigger Antigua Girls High School players. Offside signal by the Lions woman there, saying that it's offside. So I think what we're seeing though, we're seeing a little fatigue from the St. Anthony School. They're not really moving much. And good fight there by the Antigua Girls High School player, not giving up, wrestling for that ball. And so it's a throw-in going towards the Antigua Girls High School. Well, I can see one of the linesmen in Dirk Scouten. A lot of times, you know, we don't recognize the officials, and so we just want to say kudos to the officials coming out and giving the support to the school's football. And so, and the coaches, we also have to mention the coaches for both teams. Let me see if I can find their name. It's Denny's Bontiff. Denny's it's Bontiff or Bontuff for the St. Anthony's School. And okay, there's no mention here of who's the coach for the Antigua Girls High School, but we just want to say, you know, big them up. It's not an easy task managing these other teams. You have all these different females from different background, different household, different settings, and so you have to manage all of these egos, expectations, and challenges, and so it can be a bit challenging for the coaches, but they're sticking it out. They're trying their best to assist these young players as they work to develop their game, develop their whole body, mind, and soul as a young person going into adulthood shortly. So there's a little work being done on one of the players here, and just a little delay in the game. That's the number. There's a slight little limp. Is she coming off, or is she going to continue? Look like she's going to come off, unable to continue. So I see 2 replacements coming on. I hope it's not 2 replacements for 1. But I saw 2 coming. Complete. Okay, so it's going to be, I think it's going to be a goal kick, and the keeper punts it out. And that one goes out of touch for another throw-in. So St. Anthony's has had the opportunity with throw-ins. They've had a lot of throw-ins coming their way, but most of their throw-ins have been very weak, has not been very precise. They haven't had any control, and so they haven't been able to really put much pressure on the Antigua Girls High School. So one player is down, and she is holding her knee. The referee is telling her, hey, get up, man. But she is wincing, and she's asking for assistance, and so the medic has to run on to the field. And we also have to pick up the medics. It's really good to see that at each ground there is a medic to look out for these female, any slight little injury. Someone is there that can look after them and give them some little therapy. Most of the time, just a nice little word, just let them just comfort them, let them know, hey, nothing has gone wrong, and sometimes that alone does the trick. So they're stretching there. So it's 2-1 in favor of the Antigua Girls High School. And so another player goes off the field for the St. Anthony School. So they're limping off one by one for the St. Anthony School. Well, that gives the opportunity for some fresh legs to come in. Maybe that can inject some vibrancy in their play. But here comes the Antigua Girls High School on the attack. Oh, here's a cross. Can they capitalize on it? No. Good clearing there by the St. Anthony School. I must say the number 4 for the Antigua Girls High School, that is Naisha Chambers. She has been playing some very good defense, getting to the ball and really stopping quite a lot of potential attacks from the St. Anthony School. So a throw-in for the Antigua Girls High School. They're trying to get it in, but cleared out. Well, I should say attempted clearing out. But time is against the St. Anthony School, so the Antigua Girls High School, they would not have any issues with time. There's a good little pass. Here's an opportunity. Oh no, not really close. And the keeper coming out, showing some keeping skill. The number 10 keeper coming out and laying down on that one. And here's a cross again, a long pass. And that one goes out of touch, so throw in again for the St. Anthony School. I guess we're getting close to full time, and so time is really running out on the St. Anthony's School. On this cross. And the referee signaling an infringement. So it's going to be a free kick. Let's see what's going to happen here. It's another opportunity to put some pressure, and they call in their star player, number 19. That looks like Miss Hesse, and they spell it out. Come, Miss Hesse, it's your kick. But again, I'm not seeing the real attack from the St. Anthony's School, and this one is chipped, but it goes wide. So it was an attempt, but it went way wide and didn't really cause any alarm to the Antigua Girls High School goalkeeper. So we're here at the St. Anthony's School, just behind the Longford Police Academy, or the Sir Wright George, I should say, Police Academy, right there. And so we're here watching the inter-school under 20 girls football competition, and today we have the Antigua Girls High School, and they're coming up against the home team here, the St. Anthony's Secondary School. And here's a long kick out, but no threat as the goalkeeper comes out and corrals that in very easily. It's been a good game. I would say we realize the challenge has been really the lack of control. The players have not been able to control the ball as much, and so quite a few opportunities have gone begging, and so that is something definitely the coaches will be working on. And St. Anthony's trying to make an attack down the left flank, but they're being mauled by the Antigua Girl High School defense. Number 19 seemed to have just got a little limp there. Here comes the missed kick. Number 3 is running, but still in control of the Antigua Girls High School. And so that one is tugged out of touch. And so a throw-in for the Antigua Girls High School, and I'm confident that time is. So there's another player down, and so the medic has been called again. So the St. Anthony girls, they're dropping one by one with some slight injury. They've had 2 in the past 10 minutes or so, and here's another one, and she's been assisted up. And will she go off? It looks like yes. Another one hobbling off. So they now have to go deep into their bench, the St. Anthony School. And that's another throw-in for the St. Anthony School. So they have had good support, I must say, the St. Anthony School, all the spectators, the parents. Good to see the parents coming out and supporting the children. You know, that's something that's very much needed, giving them that support. You know, they need that in their development, and it's good to see the support of the parents and classmates, schoolmates alike supporting their school. So the Girls High School again trying to create some pressure, but good defense by the St. Anthony School. The Girls High School still in control. Well, we can say that the Antigua Girls High School, they're much quicker on their feet. They get into the ball much quicker than the St. Anthony School girls. The St. Anthony School girls, they seem to be a bit tired. They seem to be jaded. The energy level is not there. The spectators are trying to will them on, but the energy level is just not there. And so it's coming down to the wire. And it's a free kick for Antigua Girls High School. It goes across, and no damage as the keeper. Okay, so instructions bend out, go, 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 go. They realize they have to attack, and that one is kicked out of touch. As the referee looks on his clock, so I said it's coming close to that final whistle. Out of touch again, and that one goes to, so another throw in for St. Anthony School. They've had their chances. And again, we could see the lack of control just resulted in not being able to really corral that ball and probably getting a pass across. But we could say, you could see the effort by the girls, and that's all you could ask for at this stage of their development. You want to see that effort. You could see a little technical skill displaying here and there. And as they mature, as they continue to play, you'll see some level of maturity. And they go, here's an opportunity. The overrun there, a little sloppiness by the Antigua Girls High School. They can't afford that at this moment. St. Anthony's trying to see if they can maintain some pressure. But they need to get that ball into the center. That's where they need it if they're going to put any pressure on the Antigua Girls High School. This one again coming. Another opportunity. The diminutive figure of number 3 trying. And there's a kick and a tumble down there by the big defender for the Antigua Girl High School. And referee must be giving some extra time. And here's a chance. Here's a breakaway. Can't you put it in the back of the net? And what was signaled there? Offside? So offside was signaled there. And so there was that threat was quickly quelled. And we also want to recognize our backroom staff, Auden. We have him on the camera bringing you the live coverage, and of course Mark Charles right here making sure that our audio, our video, that's a nifty move there, and an opportune, nice little through pass, but good defense. You gotta give the Antigua Girls High School credit. They put it in their defense. You could see the girls from St. Anthony, they've had some little training, they have a little nifty play in them, but just not able to control. Here's a chance, but must give credit to the Antigua Girls High School. They have been very persistent on the defense, and here's an opportunity again. Antigua Girls High School, and ball again, and the ball is still in play.
That's not a foul line. Come on.
And now one of Antigua High School players down. So another delay in the play. And the medic is getting a workout in the second half. So one of the Antigua Girl High School players down now. So just a little delay as the physio works on the player there, trying to bring her back into playing condition. But as I said, it's been a decent game. I think coaches would be pretty I would say semi-pleased with what they've seen. You've seen intention, you've seen intent, and another girl hobbling off. So it's now becoming a little infirmary with all the hobbling and hobbling off here. But as I said, it's good to see the girls giving their effort, and as I said, with more training, more commitment to the game, definitely we can see some little talent, see some glimpse of brilliance. But as I said, in time we'll see that maturity there. So a slight delay in the game here as the referee having a conversation with the goalkeeper for St. Anthony School, and that's a kick out, and the ball is bouncing, and St. Anthony, they're trying to kick the ball down into So here's a chance for St. Anthony's, the diminutive number 3. Oh, and she is pummeled there to the ground. And it's going to be another free kick. And this may be the final opportunity. Is it a free kick? Oh, it was. I thought it was an infringement, but it's a corner kick. So this may be the final opportunity for St. Anthony's School. As this one is going, and it's a soft, again another soft corner here, and it's another throw-in for the St. Anthony's School. And this one goes across, and they're trying to get it in, and it bounces out. So it's another, it's a corner this time. So St. Anthony's trying their best to put one in the back of the net. The Antigua Girls High School trying to keep their defense tight. This one is kicked in, but very soft and cleared out again. So another corner. So it's just like an instant replay. Again, the referee looking at his watch. I'm sure we're into some sort of overtime here, injury time as they would call it. So now this time Miss Hesse, the big boot, is going to be kicking that one in, and that's a better corner, and there's a chance for a goal. Can he get in the back of the net? No, good defense by Lee, and another corner. So you gotta give credit to the Antigua Girls High School. That was a good opportunity there for St. Anthony's, but the Antigua Girl High School is standing strong. Another cross again, and they're fighting to keep it out, and they're kicking it out, and they're trying. St. Anthony's is trying to keep it in the half. Antigua Girls High School, they're trying to control it. Here's an opportunity. Can she put it in the back of the net? No, another one. And good defense there. And it's a flurry of activity, and you must give both teams credit. The Antigua Girls High School, they're playing hard, and the St. Anthony's Secondary School, they are trying themselves too. So it's a very keen competition here. Let's see another corner. So this game, like, there's some real extra minutes added here, and here comes this corner, and it's just a bit wide at the back of the net, and that's it. The final whistle is blown, and so congratulations are in order for the Antigua Girls High School. They're coming out victorious, 2-1, and I think all credit must go to the Antigua Girls High School. They played strong, they played hard, and they were able to withstand the last minute assault by pressure by the St. Anthony's School, and so we want to say congratulations again to both teams. I think the St. Anthony School, they did show some glimpse of brilliance, glimpse of technicality there, and so they really did try hard. But today, the Antigua Girls High School, they were more determined, more committed to the task, and in the end, they achieved the result that they would have wanted. The St. Anthony's keeper, she would be probably having her head hung low, knowing that goal, the second goal, really should not have eluded her, and that definitely today is the difference between both teams. And so again, we want to really congratulate both teams. We think it was really a good effort, and today I won't say there was a loser, but there is a learner, and so we're going to just do a short, quick interview with today's goal scorers. Let me see where my technician wants me. your season been going so far? This is what, your third game?
But it was the first win. Yeah, we will do better.
All right. Well, we just want to congratulate you and your team and give everybody our complimentaries and all the best going forward.
Thank you so much.
Coach Sticky, shout out.
Well, there you have it. Two excited ladies, and we have, is Miss Hesse? Yes, we have Miss Hesse from the St. Anthony School. I must congratulate you. You played a pretty good game. You look like the star of your team. How was it out there today?
It was pretty good. Our defense started off a little rocky, but we made some subs, made it better, and turned around.
That free kick you had there, what was the intention there? You curled it to the right, and I see it bounced over the keeper head. How did that feel?
So great.
Your team, you seem to play in spurts. Initially you were a bit defensive. The Antigua Girls High School were coming at you hard, and then after you increased your momentum. Was that planned, or it just worked that way in the game?
It was definitely.
So you lured them into a false sense of security and then counter-attack on them. All right. How has your season been going so far? This is what, your third game? How many have you won? None. All right, so there's a lot of homework you guys have to go back and do and improve on your game. But as I said last week, we don't look at losers, we look at learners. You know, the L is for learning, and from these experience you learn and you come back better next time. How was the support? I saw you had your whole army of schoolmates. How did that make you feel on the field of play? Wonderful. All right. Well, all the best to you and your team, and better luck next time. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, there you have it from the St. Anthony School ground. We just saw the Antigua Girls High School being dominant, winning 2-1 over the St. Anthony School, and we'll be back next week Wednesday at another venue, bringing you another encounter in the inter-school female under 20 competition. So, on behalf of all of our technicians, I'm your host Leroy John Baptist signing off. Have a good weekend.